What's up? It's StrangeFlow from Bassadelic.com. And somebody asked me about chopped and screwed music and basically just how to do it. It's a style from Houston, Texas. It's been around over 2 decades, but in the last like year or so, I've been hearing it more and more. I chose the track "See Mammal" by Medicine Mouth.
He's me, friend of my kin, I'ma run up on you crazy. Not to mention that your friends
So I'm gonna chop and screw that. They're a Michigan group, really good rap group. I hope they don't. I mean, Medicine Mouth hates this. I can definitely take it down. But all right, let's get started. Oh yeah, here's this fucking terrifying baby. Sorry, I don't know why I haven't taken that down. Anyway, okay, so here's the Medicine Mouth track. Now I gotta add about 84 beats per minute. I'm using Acid Pro, by the way. I'm gonna make an Ableton one in a minute here, but this is the Acid Pro one. I went to clip properties, right? It was one shot originally, but then I turned it to beat mapped, which basically means that it's gonna line up to the bar the same at 84 beats per minute as if it were 196 beats per minute. But the difference is, like, the pitch will stay the same, but it'll go faster or slower. So it was 84 beats per minute.
yeah, I like this.
I want to have it down to 70. And
Some call me D-Sip.
and then I want to turn the pitch down, but I still want to be able to control the beat according to them each, according to the measure. I want it to line up, on the 1, 2, 3, and 4 and everything. So I beat mapped it, but then I lower the pitch to
Some call me D-Sip. Some call me D-Sip. You call me baby. Yeah, I like this.
let's try -5. Okay, so what I did, there's a couple different ways you can do it. What I would suggest, if you've never done it before, the first thing to try it out is this. Okay, well, I duplicated the track, right? Or duplicated the song into a separate track. So now it's in 2 different tracks, right? And then I moved the second track, the duplicated track, right? A couple steps late, like a second later.
Some call me D-Sip. Some call me.
So it's about
Some call me. Some call me.
it's a little bit after the first one. Basically, what I do, I screwed it down to a lower pitch and everything. Now I'm gonna chop it. I'm gonna go to the end of the first measure here, and I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I like this. You call me baby. Yeah, I like this.
Basically, what I'm doing is, since this right here, this little,
Yeah.
that is the same as this, except it's a second delay. This track is a step after this one. So the effect is that it sounds looped, right? So when you're listening to the whole thing, it sounds like,
You call me baby. Yeah, I like this. Split.
okay. So that's chopping it and looping it after this frame right here. Another thing, kind of the inverse of that, is having the first kick of another bar play ahead of time, and
You don't need to talk.
the way to do that is, instead of having this duplicated kick play a step after this one, you have it like a step beforehand, and you can either do it with a second track, with this second track here,
Don't.
or well, yeah, I'm not gonna get more complicated. I was gonna add a third track, but fuck it, you don't need to. You could do that, just put it here, or what you could do is just straight up copy and paste it in the first track. You can do that through the whole thing if you want. I just thought the 2 tracks, it can make it simpler to understand, especially if you're going to A-B the thing and play it live. In which case you could just have the whole track, both tracks playing simultaneously and one a step before the other and then go back and forth, A-B, back and forth. But for the purposes of Acid Pro, for this, sequencing something out, sequencing something out that you're going to record and then play later, I'm going to play this right here, and keep in mind this one is a step after. It chops a step. It loops what came right before it, right? This one loops what's about to play here. Okay.
Some call me G-Sip, you call me Yay. I like a smoke splits and act real lady. You don't need to talk.
Okay. And yeah, you can do that the entire track. I mean, as often as you want to. It's good to change it up here and there, though. It's good to not just do it right on, every first bar, every third bar, fourth bar, whatever it is. It's good to kind of switch it up. And let's see, another thing you can do, because beyond just the chopping individual notes or a kick and a snare, 1 second of the song, sometimes you see like 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds looped, like kind of mimicking a refrain, like forcing a refrain out of a song. What I mean is like, here, let me find something.
Not to mention that your friends all baby, goods on the low while it's top notch, baby.
Okay, so what if you want to just loop this whole thing? It's not just one little tiny little section like this. It's a whole fucking, you could call it a refrain if you want. After you loop it 4 times or whatever.
Not to mention that your friends all baby.
Okay, so if you want to loop that whole section, for example, I'm just going to kill this for a minute. Yeah, just copy and paste either track. Now, okay, but another thing you can do is chop individually, just like you did here with this. But do a ahead of time type of chop, like chop what's gonna happen right here. So that kind of leads into the refrain. It kind of leads into the next bar, right? Give it more time. There. And volume this out. This is the volume parameter, which if you use Acid Pro, you probably know about that. And the reason I kind of cut it off, I don't have it just go straight up like this. You can do that if you want. I like to sometimes cut it off in volume and have a silence right here, because it kind of fakes like the live aesthetic. It kind of fakes like as if it was being done with real vinyl, which clearly it's not. And then yeah, just kind of have different variations of chopping something at the end of the bar here. Maybe you just turn it down. And then another thing I've seen is chopping something into the mix, not just ahead of time, like chopping this ahead of time, but chopping a couple seconds ahead, like this. So basically you're taking this little bit right here, and you're having it play out before what plays out before it. if that makes sense. Like you're just going way ahead of time, having it sound even choppier. So.
Not to mention that your friends all pay. Not to mention that your friends all pay.
Okay. And then, yeah, just have it continue from there.
Pay me goods on the low while it's top notch, baby. Mushrooms tryna kill us to your things tasty. Get you moving, then hit it. I got so much that there's no such thing as waste. Out of respect, I stop showboating and start racing.
And then, one more thing you can do, render, medicine mouth chop. Let's save it here so that we have to go talk to this evil fucking baby again and then find this shit. The rendered file that I just made, and let's just see how that sounds. It's basically just all this shit, but it's rendered into one track. Now, after you are fucking done with all of it, then how about this? Clip properties, go to one shot, and then, yeah, so now it's the same, but then, okay, here. Then you can turn it down if you want even more. This is optional, obviously, all that, you know, but just to see how it sounds if it's...
Some call me G-Sip, you call me yeah.
Okay, so now it sounds even more fucking demonic, right? But it's still chopped and screwed on beat.
Some call me G-Sip, you call me yeah. Like a smoke splits in